Thank you very much. Joe and Jade set the scene very well for us. So now you tasted those finger limes, so I'm gonna bring some of those for you, and taste our product and see the difference, and you be the judge. No, that's not gonna happen. Thanks very much for the opportunity, and I can officially say good afternoon, I guess. It's after 12 now. I'd like, just to acknowledge and thanks the founder, Sylvia and Charles Viertel with their generous support. Obviously, just Nuffield, Australia, and international. Here you go. For those 2025 Nuffield Scholars, your trips would have a very significant impact in your life. I remember I came back from, just a pre-CSC and CSC conference, and I wrote an email to Jody and said, I hate you. What have I done to you? And she replied back to me exactly, said, I'm glad I showed you, what's possible. So when I attended, just a CSC tour in 2022, and I came back and resigned from my job as a R&D, just director, and we started our company and family of companies, just started with HempGenTech. What I learned from that exercise was the spirit of, just Nuffield is, for my Spanish, just friends, hola. Observe, learn, and act on it. And then that's very important, just to take, those lessons and bring them on board and then move forward. So during, just my basically study, there were a few things I wanted, to do. And when I applied for this opportunity, and which I'm thankful for that, at the time there was no investment into hemp. And after I came back a year after, now AgriFuture put, $2.5 million cash into that, plus co-investment, which is about $4 million. And within the next 2 to 3 years, we're gonna see substantial acreage of hemp being grown for different applications. And since then, we tried, just to disseminate all of those results to everyone. And that's what we have been doing so far. Out of this scholarship, we have published 12 technical reports for the industry. 2 major reports will go into the scientific journals, and many other SOPs for the growers, and we are very proud of doing that. So these are some of those, just reports that we've done. So when I traveled around, so there were some common traits between the leaders of hemp. They were always just had unified framework. So under one umbrella at the moment in Australia, every state has their own rules and regulations, and it's quite variable. Even THC is the one that makes you high, obviously. So the levels in each state is different. Unlike many other countries like Canada and Europe, so any seeds imported to Australia can be planted as long as just it meets the THC threshold. There is no seed certification in Australia at all available, and every seed can get into Australia without any quarantine, which we already seen introduction of viruses, hemp-latent viruses in medicinal cannabis industry, which thank God, they can, just control it because they grow it indoor and usually it's confined. And we need, just to do a better branding. We've heard numerous times about value adding, and hemp industry is no different, just to any other industry. We need, to be more and more on that one and be more proactive. When I was in Taiwan, I saw a small tea factory, basically a family business. They were selling, just a kilo of tea for a couple of $1,000. And it was just because of the branding. And I said, how could you, who's buying this? And then there was a line of people to buy it, just because they use the traditional method to process it. Or why you buy, just a brand of, just wine in Italy, 10 times more when it grows at the other side of the hill. It was just branding. And we're not doing enough, especially in hemp, obviously. So, as I said, just at the moment, Australia is still, you have fragmented rules and inconsistent seed quality, which we need, to get on top of it. We have very limited, processing facilities, especially for fiber. For your information, to date, 25,000 applications of hemp being known. So Joe basically, just mentioned about some of those. We have been doing some of the trials on methane reduction, which we can reduce not only, the methane reduction by 85%, it will increase significantly the weight of carcass, which in the trial we had to take the animals off the trial, otherwise we were worried they're going to explode. So there is not enough investment. Sometimes it's because of its taboo and association with marijuana. Marijuana is not just industrial hemp, and I have that discussions multiple times with federal police, polices, and you name it. So there is opportunity in Australia. We are very fortunate, especially in Queensland. We can grow, 2 crops successfully. We have, for the last 2 years, we have done 3 crops back to back, and now we're trying, just 4th one. So it means, 4 crops a year. So and then increase the productivity. This is an example of, some of the products I took from Woolworths, Coles, IGAs, and so forth. They're selling, just actually that price came down a bit, from $45 to $70 a kilo of dehulled seed. That's not sustainable. We need to scale, and in Australia, we're really good at it. We can scale to compete in the international market and export market. These are some of the products I've just took examples of them, just in Canada, and just from few of those. There are enormous amount of, just opportunities there. So value adding, just as I said, just hemp has so many different applications, from fiber to animal bedding to oil, seeds, you name it. If you want to lose weight, have hemp. If you want to just be more beautiful, have a nicer skin, I'm just making it up. Just have more hemp. So one of the other aspects of my study was, to look at, agronomy practices. And one of the biggest challenge for us is how to harvest these crops. So since, just I came back and did my scholarship, so we have released 6 varieties, and all 6 are PBR varieties now. I'm sure, Jade would want, more of them. So these are some of the examples, just dual purpose cropping and harvest, where at the bottom, so some of the machine, just mow the crop, and at the top, just at the same time harvest the grain. And then there are so many different models that we need, just to explore for our environment. We are very active in the capacity building. And when I say capacity building, we don't want, just to keep all of the information in silos. We want, to have them, just open, just and disseminate them for people to basically adapt to that. I'll mention about this, just full blueprint, to lead. And so we have, with that, just starting of, releasing those reports and basically having the manual ready, we are in the point of, just bringing in more investors into this business and expand from there. And we need definitely, just alignment with the government policies. We meet, just their 2030, basically targets, not only, just on carbon emission reduction, on methane emission, and all sort of things. And thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'd like, to thank the founding body, Sylvia and Charles Viertel, Nuffield Australia, and everyone's involved. Thank you.